Hello fellow gamers, I am your host Brent Justice and welcome to my gaming channel Justice Gaming. I am in Fallout 4 to continue showing you my old settlement builds that I did in Fallout 4. These are old builds that I made between the years of 2016 to 2018. And the reason for showing you these old builds is so that I can play the game again in the future and make new builds, new settlement builds, and do some new things. But I have made a lot of old settlement builds that honestly I am quite proud of, and I want to show those off before I do new ones, and that's just the goal. So I am here at Starlight Drive-In in Fallout 4 to show you this settlement build tour that I made between the years of 2016 to 2018. I kind of finished it around 2018. Now, I must say before we get into this, everything is pretty much broken. I made this with mods back in the day. However, a lot of those mods, well, I should say all of those mods, are broken or not working. And that's because I have pretty much uninstalled them at this point in time. And that means what you're going to see is missing textures, missing objects, things floating. There should be walls here on the outside of Starlight Drive-In, and you can see there are no walls on the outside, and that's because a mod is missing that had that particular wall I was using. So that's missing. I apologize for a basically incomplete looking build, but just take note of the structure and the idea I had behind the build as we go into this settlement tour today. I'm going to walk into Starlight Drive-In here and we're going to take a look at it. It's quite large, and I really like building in this area because you really have a lot of space to work within. You can do so many things here. You can go up, you can go tall, or you can go to the side horizontal. You can make like a big old rectangle, which is kind of what I did. Now, my idea for Starlight Drive-In was to encompass the entire area in walls so that the inside area would be open, and that's where everybody would live and play and have fun, is in that inside area. But it would be more than that. I would use the walls as rooms also. I would make them thick so that they were actually rooms, and you could probably put hundreds of people in here, at least 100 people in here. And that was my idea, to make a large settlement where a large amount of people could live. So the first thing as we come up to the front here is my big garage door gate. That's the main entrance. It allows for cargo or Brahmin to come in and out, through the gate. A lot of space. It's very wide, but we control that. We let it down and it protects the entire settlement. And again, there would be walls on the outside here, and so that's missing right now. There are floating lights, in fact, that are on the inside of those walls, but we'll take a look at that. And as we come around this fence, which I still left here, kind of protects the front entrance a little bit. You can see how far across this extends, all the way to the end over here on the right. But I made a secondary door so that if people are just coming through, we don't need to open the main gate. We can just open this door, which is a door that is electrically controlled and closes just like the main gate. But this provides entrance for individuals coming in and out, so we don't have to open the main gate. But as we come in, the first thing is, well, this is covered because there's a floor above us. We've got a turret here just right at the door, and it's going to say hello to you if you are not welcomed here. And that's the first thing. And there's also one on the garage door And as you can see, these things used to work. Let's see if they still do it. That does. And as you can see, that's wide open now. And then we can also individually close this door. There you go. So we can close ourselves in. And this turret protects when the garage door is open. So we have this like crossfire situation going on in the front door. But if that doesn't stop you, those turrets up there will. We've got a rocket launcher and more turrets and a guard. Because again, this is the only entrance into this area. The entire place is walled with brick. So you're not getting in except these front doors. So that's where all of our firepower is at. We also have a nice light that lights up this area, and at night this looks really cool. Stay tuned toward the end of the video. I will show you what it looks like at night, all lit up. But this light shines towards these doors to light them up so that we can see people coming in and out. This structure is already in the map by default, but what I did is I created another structure beside it. We will take a look at that. But that structure connects to the main walkway around the whole facility. But that is like an entertainment facility that I created. And you will see that in a little bit. And like I said, we have a guard up at the top here. Everything is powered. We've got satellite, we've got power, we've got energy, we've got some barrels around providing heat and light. And then we come through the main entrance here, and my goal would be to fill this place out with goods and services, let people use this as a buying and selling and trading area. I kind of have a very unstable build with as much stuff as I have in this settlement, so that is not filled out right now, but in the future that's what I would have planned with that area, but it is empty right now. And on top, basically just some chairs to lounge and have a view. I didn't really do much with this right now, but again, I would have in the future. I also have a spotlight that is apparently not working, or maybe I need to turn it on up there, I'm not sure. And that would provide light down here for when cargo or is coming through, or new things are coming through. We can kind of light this area up as they're coming in to buy, sell, and trade and do all their stuff. That would be in this window here. But the primary thing you're seeing is the entire wall that surrounds the whole place. And again, it would have back walls as well, with windows actually. And then each room would be either a place of residence or a place of buying, selling, and trading and doing things. The top would actually be all bedrooms on that side. So you can see how many rooms I would have with beds in them. A ton of space for people to live. And then the bottom would be like all the other stuff. And then the same on that side. There would be a lot of rooms and other stuff. So let's go up the stairs and we'll pretty much go around this facility, and I will show you all the things I have. Let's first go over this way, or let's just fall through the ground. We can do that too. So as we come this way, we have a guard post, and as you can see, we'd have a great view of the entrance here, protecting that.
The last time I had,
and yes, I do have this on a switch. I thought I might. At night, this looks really good with the spotlight, kind of just lighting up the area down here in case there's any trouble. We have that ability. And then we also have a guard on this side, just kind of keeping an eye on the entire place looking that way. I've got our satellite beacon here. I've got our power, which is distributed from here and one other place. That goes around the entire facility. Now, like I said, this thing I didn't do much with, so we're not even going to look in there because there is nothing to look at in there.
That place is nothing but trouble.
Alright, so let's start. We're here on the bottom floor. So let's start here. This would be my office. What is cool about this is there is a billboard sign in the build. It is this billboard sign that's kind of clipped into the walls here. I utilized that as sort of a wall. So even though this billboard sign is part of the area that we're in and you cannot scrap it, I actually incorporated it into the build so that it could be a wall, a separating wall, in fact, so that I could have a little bit of privacy in my personal office. This is for where I work and stay. And again, this would have a wall. This would have a wall completely around the back side with windows, and it would be a little bit elevated. And then I would have my huge desk, and I would be able to also see down the hallway here, down this corridor, which again would have a back wall as well. I would be able to see down this corridor, and basically it's a corner office. I'd be able to see this great view looking out into the Commonwealth and have a big old desk and be much more decorated. And as you can see, this billboard that's kind of sticking out here just acts as a nice natural wall separating me from the rest of everything to give my office a little privacy. So I quite liked that. That was just a little fun thing to do there. Next, we have the restroom for people coming in and visiting to use, and also the barracks. This is where the guards stay. So the guards would have a restroom right next door. They'd have a sink, they'd have a toilet, they'd have a view, they'd have a window here, and again the billboard acts as the wall, and it's basically just a simple bathroom. But then my idea here would be this is where the guards stay, so all the guards would be, rotating their duty shifts and could, rest here between their duty shifts, and then of course have an easy restroom to use. But they would be able to be real close to where they need to come out and do the guarding. So that works out real well. And then as we come down this hall, what I like about this also is it's covered. So as you're walking down the corridor, you're in a covered area. If it's raining or whatever is happening. Then we have the general store. This is where you do your general buy, selling, and trading. Again, all the mods are missing for it. The furniture that was sitting on is missing. But yeah, you would have your general buy, sell, and trade here. You come and eat. Do that. He'd have a shelf of stuff back here. He'd have a shelf of stuff on the wall, a shelf of stuff behind him, and you would buy, sell, and trade in this room. And it's actually a pretty big room since it's the general one. Then I have the armory. Same situation. This would be a wall here, and this would just be the door. And you would come in, and there's the armory. You'd have all the weapons you need. Then we come out, and you'd have armory. You'd have weapons. Have all the weapons you need here. And these are all empty right now because everything is missing. Clothing. This would be the clothing store. So you can see how all of these are lined up.
Farming's as honest work.
So you come in like that. Isn't that a cool design? Each one, of course, would be walled off. And there'd be a wall back here. They'd have their own room. With nice little places to come and buy, sell, and trade stuff. And then up top, we have the lights that light the corridor. So it's not dark. It's actually really cool looking at night. Then we come to the bar, and I made the bar very large. And you can see I put candles at the top of the corridor here, which pretty much gives it some ambience as you come through at night. Looks really cool. We have a neon sign, and it says bar. This would be all a wall here with some windows, and this would be the main door. So you would come in, and it would have really cool candle lighting on both sides, as you can see. Candle lighting all the way down. This would be the main bar where you order, and then we'd have a cigarette tray so you can play some slots and cigarette. We'd have our cappuccino maker. We'd have our soda machines and fountains here. And then you could walk down this way and you come to some seating so you could sit down and enjoy. We'd have a jukebox so you could have a little music as you're sitting down here doing whatever you're doing. And then there would be a wall here separating this section. And we'd come to the clinic. Because the first thing you want to do after visiting the bar is you're going to need a clinic. So we have a clinic. And you basically would open the door and talk to the receptionist and sit on the couch and wait in line. You got some chairs. He's waiting for somebody. We got a couch. We got an exercise machine while you're waiting.
Yes.
And then
Huh?
here's the whole clinic area. We would have, all your chairs and equipment and eye exams for the clinic. And then we would have, I actually had like a curtain here, which was kind of cool, but apparently it's not here now. And then we had some beds back here. So if you had really sick people that had to stay in the clinic, we had some beds for them. And I did have a curtain here, and it looked really cool. Yes. Unfortunately, I can't show it now because it's gone. And then, of course, we had a back wall there, so this wasn't visible here. So this was a back wall. And so that's basically the clinic. We even have a water fountain in the clinic. Obviously, we'd probably need that. So it was pretty neat. So basically, this whole corridor on the bottom is used for, well, a lot of stuff that's usable. And then back here, we have an ice machine. Because I was thinking, the clinic might need access to ice. So I put an ice machine back here so they could come out and get some ice. Pretty nice, huh? Let's do the whole bottom section first, and then we'll go to the top section. And then we'll go to the inside courtyard. Now this room is already here by default. So what I did, or what my plans would be for this room, which I do not have filled out right now, is this would be a bit of a bunker or a hideout in case there was a raid. I would be able to come in here and basically, because it's all sealed in concrete. So I would make this like a bunker. I put a toilet and a sink in here, and this would basically be a place, and a couch. This would basically be a place where I could hide out and seal with a steel door if there was a raid and I had to like hide. That's what the idea for this room was. So I thought that would be cool too. And of course I've got stairs embedded into the ground so that you can get up to these levels easier. And as you can see, this one has the walls. This is what the walls look like on the back side that are missing on a lot of these. And then I had lights at the bottom so it could light the path so you were not stuck in the dark. And I didn't really do anything with this area back here, just a walkway. And then I got stairs so you can go up and down here too. And as you can see, all the stairs, all four corners have stairs that go up to the top. Alright, so as we walk through this way, this would be kind of empty here until we come to this area here where we have vending machines. Ice, milk, Coca-Cola, we've got it all. So you can come to this area in this little corner and get something to drink, We've even got a grill set up because we are now entering the main kitchen for the whole facility. And I made it kind of big because we have a lot of people to feed. So again, this would be a wall, and somewhere I would have a door. I think, down here actually. This whole place would be walled up all the way down. And this would be the main door right here. It says open, and you would come in right here and be in the diner / kitchen. So we would have these. Actually, what I had here was very large windows, so you could sit in the dining area and like look out the window at the settlement. That was what I thought would be a really cool view, and it was. Just not right now, but it was eventually at one point. Candles for the lighting, benches to sit down, and also windows on that side.
So damn hungry.
Some decoration, and then of course all of our products and fountains here, and that one's working. and other products. And then this would be the main cooking area. So I had stoves here. I had like a whole kitchen setup that's disappeared right now. That was like the vent hood. I used that as the vent hood, even though that's not what it is. That's what I used it for. And I had like a whole kitchen set up here. But that mod is gone. But I have an old-timey stove also. Oops. And a radio for them. But yeah, this was a cool area. The kitchen was really decked out. Got some glitching going on.
This ain't.
But this was a cool dining area slash kitchen. Just very big. Different from the bar. The bar is more for your just visiting type, your rowdy type. The dining and kitchen is more for the people who actually lived in the settlement. And I also gave them a jukebox here as well. Okay, then we come down this corridor. You can see our Brahmin over there, and I've got storage. I'll show you that. It's really cool. So this is kind of my workshop area. You would come through that door right there, actually, and this would be walled off. You would have machining capabilities and chemistry and workbenches and armor set up here. So that was just a cool little workshop for the people that lived here. Gave them a nice room to work in. This is the other power thing. I might have one more above me. I think I might have 3 of them, 2 or 3 of them. But this was in a room. This was separated. And as you can see, it's got red lights and a door. It had a wall. So it would be like separated, and you would, you know, open the door. And then that would be like the power generation room. Had some other controls and things in there too. And then I had this little pocket, which again was walled off. And this is where we put all our trash. I mean, we're going to have a lot of trash in a settlement like this. So this is where we'd put all of our trash. And had 2 doors for that, actually. Come in 2 doors and come into this room and put your trash in. And that kind of kept it away from everything so it doesn't smell. And then this corridor basically just runs the whole length of this side. It just had a wall. And then this really cool facility. But this just basically went all the way down back to where my office was. Before we visit this facility, let's go take a look at the top. Let's go take a look at the top, and then we'll come back to some of these special things I built on the inside. So this side is basically like that side down below. It just goes all the way across. There was nothing special, just a back wall here. It just is the way to go all the way across, so we're walled in. And you have the inside. You can see the inside here quite well. And this would be walled in and protected. And then we come to what would have been my main quarters, where I live. And I would be directly above my office here. So again, here's the sign kind of poking up, which kind of provided a little bit of a wall, a separation area. But this is my front door. And of course, I had it big because I'm the guy in charge. I had the TV up here. I had the nice furniture, right? The vault furniture. I had a nice desk to work on from in here that had an awesome view. Had a window right here, very elevated, that just had a great view. And then I had a stereo. I could listen to some tunes. And here's my bed in the corner, and a couch and a chair. And I had a window here. And so this was just a really, really big room for me, the guy in charge. And again, my office is right below. So all I had to do is run over to those stairs and go down, and I'd be at my office. So I could go between my office and my room very easily. So that was the idea there, was to stack them and put them on top of each other. Now, like I said, this whole upper section, is meant for residents to live. This is their living quarters, and you can see there's a ton of living space. Again, covered, so they're protected from rain or whatever. We have protection. But as you would come into each room, first they'd have a window here. Each room would have a window out to see into that area. they'd have a door here, and they would have a wall, which also had a window, so you could see out into the Commonwealth. And each room is pretty much the same right now. I have a table, a lamp, and a bed. But just consider that there might be multiple beds in some of these rooms for multiple people staying, or there might be more furniture or shelving units and trinkets, just all kinds of things in these rooms. We had lighting that goes all the way down the corridor. We also have power. As you can see, the power is very cleverly laid so that each room can have power. Like the lamps and everything can have power. This whole place is powered. Right now, all the rooms are decorated the same, but you can see what my idea was. To put all the rooms up here away from the bottom, away. They're secluded, they're safe, surrounded by concrete, protected from the elements. Just a really nice area to live, and a lot of room. And again, if we needed more room, it wouldn't be hard to transform some of the things below us into more rooms, or to make more rooms out of the end edges, which don't have rooms, could make rooms out of those. So there's so much potential in this area to make more living space for people. I meant for this to be a large settlement that supported my other settlements, and was just a really large place to live. That was the idea for it. I wanted it to feel like it had this protected open space in the center where everybody could, you know, have protection indoors, but also live outdoors and just come to this outside area and be able to be outside yet protected at the same time. That's the idea. Be outside and protected at the same time. Again, stairs, and then this edge basically had nothing. But again, we could make rooms out of this area if we needed to. But this just goes straight across, as you can see, and it had a back wall. Then we come to what would be the exercise room. So we could have exercise. And we apparently have a ghost currently doing exercising. Have to have the resident ghost. So this would be the main door to the exercise room. And we have exercise equipment. And we've got a ghost, we've got that, and we have the pommel thing. On the top of, I guess you couldn't see it from the bottom, but on the top of the whole area, each corner also has a turret. So it's not just the entrance that's protected. We have a defense system around the entire complex. So anybody trying to like climb up with a ladder or something would also be seen. But what was really cool about this workout area that unfortunately you can't see right now is I had a skylight for the roof here. And that was really cool. So the entire place had a skylight, had a glass roof. And that looked really cool. It was a nice visual. Unfortunately, I can't show that to you now. But it was a nice idea, and it looked really cool. So I miss that not being there right now. Oh well, what can I do? Alright, now we come this way, and you're thinking, what about the bathrooms and showers? Where do they clean up? It's a large facility. You can't just have that one bathroom down there feed the whole facility, right? Correct. This was my bathroom and shower area. I used the vault stuff for this because it really fit well. Now what you can't see here is there used to be a wall, and then here was the entrance, the door entrance here, and a secondary door entrance there. So there were two door entrances, one for the showers and one for the toilets basically. So you would be in this corridor here, which would be covered all around. It had walls. And you would come in, and on this side would be like bathtubs or hot tub type things, and again skylights also. So I had some kind of like bathtub hot tub thing going on here. Totally empty right now. But it had a skylight and it had like a bathtub hot tub thing. So I had that there.
Not a bad job.
Then you would come down here, and this is where the toilets and showers would be. So if you came this way and through this door, this big square would be like a community shower system. You'd had shower heads on each wall and a skylight, and then you'd all come in and then take your showers here. Running water and everything. And then this area here with each of these doors would be a toilet. There would be a toilet here and a toilet here. In fact, you can see the shadows of where the toilets were. That's either shadows or somebody left a bad stain. But you can see that's where the toilets would be. They had stalls. I had a stall set up. So they had stalls, and then this would be like the corridor you'd walk down, and each door would lead to the stall. And you'd have many toilets. So toilets, shower, and then around here, like a hot tub, bathtub situation going on. It was a really cool design. I just wish I could show it to you now. But anyway, I cannot, so there you go. So that's all protected and out here in the corner away from everything. And again, you could go to the gym, then take a shower. It's all close by. And then this is just another corridor that connects down here. That window would not be seen because we'd have a wall here, but you'd be able to see out that window. Alright, so we come to this area, and basically this is kind of just like a control room. As you can see, I put a lot of equipment here and a desk and a computer to control all the things, the lights, to control everything in this place. Basically the electricity, the lights, got a power conduit up there. It's just where everything's controlled. It's the control room, a master control room of this facility. And that would be the door there. This would be walled off, and then I'd have another one. Maybe I had 4. I guess I maybe had 3 or 4 of these things. Had another corner here where it basically had the power generation. And then this empty corner was going to be another trash can, just like below, another dumpster where you put your trash, so that it's kind of like away from everything. And then this just goes all the way across, just like the bottom. So we're back to where we started, and those are the 2 levels. Very cool. Now let's go down to the bottom, or this level below us, and take a look at this facility that I built, this entertainment center. I built this facility, as you can see, out of the brick and out of glass all around, as a place to have entertainment, but also to keep the sound away from all the people sleeping in their beds and stuff. I decided a separate facility would be cool. And we got some sparking going on in there. That just adds to the ambience. So you would come in this main door across the ramp, and you'd have this entertainment section, smoking, a TV, a radio, another stereo system, a karaoke. That's right, we have it all. Get as loud as you want in here. We got a pool table and a dance floor. So just, yeah, here's our sparking disco ball. So go wild. Just go wild. And then while you're doing all that, you got a nice view around the entire facility with the glass enclosure. And I really like that, having the glass all the way around. I think that really adds a nice visual to this area. So you can see, and you're elevated from the ground. So yeah, make all the noise you want, and then bring your drinks out here to the outdoor area, and sit down on a chair and just enjoy outdoors, looking at our wonderful, wonderful settlement that we have. Yeah, I like this area. It's pretty neat to build this entertainment area. Let's go down to the bottom, and let's start exploring the bottom part, because the bottom inside is really cool to me. I like what this area turned out to be. So we have stairs that go down, on this side, we have our water filtration. We have to have water, of course. So I've got all that working here. Got a lot of them because we need them for a large facility. So we have a lot of water going on. Another power generation there. Got a lot of those, I guess, to run this place. This is where the original workshop for this build area is at. So I just left it the same. It's a workshop, and I put our scavenging table here. I mean, it's a great place. I mean, why not? It doesn't not in the way. Now, on the back side of the entertainment facility, I built a storage area. And so the thinking here is, look at this. We have this large interior storage space with skylight above, and I like these right angles that I made. It's not exactly square, it's like right angles, and I think that looks really cool. I like to introduce angles into my builds whenever I can. Something that looks a little different than the normal square builds. And the area here is used for our gardening when we take the fruits and vegetables that we garden, or wheat, or whatever it be. We store that here. This is our food storage supply. Quite simply, that's it. It's just where we stack up all our food. It's a place for that, and we needed that because we have a large facility. And then I also gave the Brahmin their own pen, so they have a feeding trough and they can live here, and we can use them for buy, selling, and trading, and all the things we need to do. But that was a good place to put it, was behind the food area. They live there, the food lives in there, and there's some things we use to transfer food and so forth to other settlements of ours. And this also worked out good because this was supposed to be a buy, sell, and trading of goods as well in there. And so having the food and everything close by would have also been good to have right there. But yeah, this facility, I've really liked the way this building came out. Yeah, just really nice. I like the unique shape to it. It's not exactly square, you know what I mean? It's got a unique shape. Also has lights on the front to light it up. Okay, let's work our way this way. As we come to this area, I created a place to build food, to grow food. Obviously, we have a large settlement. We cannot just rely on goods coming into this facility. We need to make our own food. So I built this cool platform. It's a large platform because this ground is like rock. It's not good for growing things. So what I did was built a platform. And on the platform we have growing areas. And then quite simply, I just put a lot of things to grow. And it's a large area, and we can expand it if we need more. We can expand that to, have more on there. But everybody works to grow our food. And that's where a lot of our food comes from, locally. Sourced locally, you can say. And it's cool because it's right here by the kitchen, right? The kitchen's just right up there. You can run up there and give them the food to cook. Very simple. I have lights here, which again look really good at nighttime. And they light this area up.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days.
I'll show this to you at
Biggest one I ever
nighttime,
saw.
how this looks. But these lights light up the area here so they can work at night. Then we also have a fire pit here so we can cook food on a fire and a grill. Do all of outdoor cooking and stuff here. And then we come to this projector area, which I did not do anything with. I really didn't have an idea for this. Leave a comment below and let me know what ideas you might have for this large projector area. I put a basketball court here and so that they can just dribble the ball and kind of practice shots. But I don't know what else to do with it. I really don't. So I left it blank. But let me know what you might want to do with it. I needed some advice on that for future builds. Alright, the next little thing that I'm really proud of building is this right here. I thought, you know, there's a ton of open space in the middle. Let's build another storage facility. Like, just really be able to store a ton of stuff. Let's say a lot of people come in from other settlements and want to, like, store their stuff. We could have storage facilities here. And so I made this unique shape. It's low to the ground. It's not square, it's not rectangle, it slants, and it's got, you know, glass so you can see inside and also get heat inside. But yet it's large enough you can walk in and store stuff. Food, maybe, wheat, goods and services, things for the stores. Look at this. We have this skylight above and skylight to the left. And I love the way it slopes down. I thought, you know, that's a cool design. Because it's not a rectangle, it's not a square, it's something different. Breaks up the look of everything. And this is just a really cool, this is a really cool area for me. I like this. I like the way this came out. I don't know what we'll put in here. I guess everything and anything. But it's cool. I just like the way that this came out. I had so much space in this open area. It's like I had to build something. I had to build something because there was just too much space and this wall looked too bland. I needed to do something to make it look better. So yeah, there's some like crates and some hides. But yeah, I don't know what it could be used for, but I guess anything. Alright, so we come to this other area down here. I thought, you know, we need a big fire pit. We need an outdoor seating area where everybody can come together by a fire and keep warm and talk about the community. This wonderful, safe community we're in. So I'm proud of this little build too. Put some benches in a circle and a fire pit. Right in that rock area was kind of broken open already, and I was like, that's just the perfect space for a fire. It's already broken open. It's rock. It's not going to catch the whole place on fire. That's the perfect place for a fire pit. So there you go. There's a fire pit. I think that looks really cool. And again, it looks good at night. Then we come to, I guess, the center of our build, which is the little pond that they have in this map. I didn't know what to do with it. I tried to make it like a tranquil pond, and what's not showing right now, what was here, which made this area cool, is I put trees here. That mod is missing, so you're not seeing it. But I had lamps. I had like oil lamps on each of these 4 posts that are sticking straight up. And then I had like trees and bushes, like hedges, in this area, so that it was almost like a little Zen forest area. So you would walk on these pathways across the water, and you would be in trees and bushes and stuff with nice red glow lighting from the oil lamps, and it was like a forested Zen area just right in the middle of our settlement. Unfortunately, you can't see it now, and then that's a shame because it was really cool looking when I made it, but I don't have those mods anymore, so you're not seeing it. But yeah, this was like a cool forested Zen area, and boy, that was like the highlight of this build. That was like the middle of it. So that's unfortunate that you don't get to see that now. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. So yeah, this place is really cool to me. I like the looks of it. I like the shape. I like the idea that it is, you can come outdoors into this middle area and be protected by walls on all 4 sides. And then the walls are actually useful. The walls are not just walls, they're rooms. They facilitate rooms and other things. So this is just a big build. As you can see, there's turrets on the front up there at the top. So as I was saying, the entire facility also has turrets on the top around it to protect it. And it's just really big. Kind of looks cool from the outside. Well, it did when it had walls, I should say. And you can see there's turrets there on that side, and there's turret on the corner. So I basically have two turrets like in the middle. A turret and I should say a turret and a rocket launcher on the middle. And then I have, you know, just a turret on the corners. And I have that on all sides of it. So anyone even trying to climb up this place with a ladder is going to have a problem. So that's my day view settlement tour of the place. Now I'm going to switch to nighttime, and we'll take a look at this place at night, and I will show you what it looks like all lit up at night, which is a spectacular sight to see. So stay tuned. Okay, here we are at nighttime, and I have a very clear sky, so that's awesome. Let's do a walk-in at night. The first thing you will see is as we come into the front door, that light I was talking about, that lights up the front entrance. It's right in your eyes, so we are going to see you, but you are not going to see us very easily, because it kind of blinds the people coming in, but that allows the guards here able to see the front very easily. As I turn around, check this out. Look how lit up that is. Yeah, we get to see the whole front area, so we're going to know if you're coming in or out and who you are, and we'll be able to see you clearly, and I just love how that looks. The lighting on that is fantastic. I also have the barrel light here, just providing a little bit of ambience to the whole place. And another one on that side as well. So let's walk inside. A little faster. And you can see how the lights on the corridors work. When it had walls and doors, it looked even better. But right now you can see all... Well, I did put lights up there on the top of the projector area. That's cool. Look at that. You can see the lights on the top down there at the end. That looks cool. But you can see the lights all along the corridors, top and bottom, look really cool. So let's take a look at that. We have the neon lights, of course, lighting up, letting you know which room is for what. We have the restroom here. We have my office, which is nothing special, just a regular light in there right now. But really what's cool is it's the lighting down the corridors here. As you look down, I have the lower lighting on the bottom, lighting them up, and then the lighting on the top on the sides. So the lighting goes all the way down the sides like this. And then we come to the bar area, and this is what I was talking about, was really cool with the candle lighting. Has candle light on the bottom here, and then as you're inside the bar area, candle lighting. So it's nice and soft lighting and looks really cool as you walk down. And then of course the clinic, it's lit up brightly because it is a clinic and it needs to be. We have some ambient lighting with that. A lighting there, lighting down this corridor. You can again see how the lighting down the corridor would look when there's a wall. It looked quite cool. Provided lighting so you could see at night. Lighting down that way. Lighting into our open area down there. Let's just quickly walk through here. The diner and kitchen had the lamps here, and then we had the candle lighting on this area, the bar stool, so you could sit down at night and it wasn't too bright in this area. It looked really cool, and you could see out across, and there's the bar area. See how that looks cool with the candle lighting way far in the distance in the bar area? That's very cool. And then, yeah, basically just lighting for this area over here, and some yellow industrial lighting for our power rooms and trash rooms. And then, oh, I did that again. And then this corridor again has lighting because, oh, we come to our entertainment area at night, which looks really cool because I'm using the red lighting for this. It's subdued, it's moody. This is a perfect entertainment space, the perfect lighting for an entertainment space. And we got the disco balls going too. That's a very cool looking view in here in our entertainment room. Come up here and you can kind of see better how this whole area looks. Again, when it had walls and doors, it looked so much better. Let's go up to the top area and then we'll go down to the bottom. Again, lighting at the bottom here. Each room has lamps for lighting. And the hall, the corridors also have lighting. But yeah, each room just had a lamp. Pretty much all you need, really. They'd all have lighting, electricity, all the way down. And then I did put some lighting up at the top of that, I guess, which kind of looks cool from a distance. So here would be the gym lit up, and then the bathrooms, they had lighting on the top as well. They look cool at night. And the showers. Just enough lighting. And then the control room in the other room down there. Yeah, the lighting that I put at the top of the projector area there, that looks pretty cool. I did that just so you'd have a little something from a distance to look at. Just a string of lights at the top. I like that. Very ambient. Very cool looking. Moody. All those words. Alright, let's go to the bottom. So we got a barrel here just giving some ambient lighting too. Here's the lighting for the Brahmin in the front of this area. Looks really good. Just lights that area up at night. We got a lot of people coming in now. Look at all these people coming in for the night shift. A nice ambient barrel there by the workshop. I love the look of those barrels.
How many blisters I got?
Now this is another cool thing I wanted to show you guys, were these lights that go along here. Let me turn them off first. See, this is what it looks like at night without them. Obviously hard to work, kind of dark. I mean, I guess you could, but yeah, kind of dark. So we light it up. Look at that. It lights up all of that. Look at that foggy ambient light coming through. That is just so good looking. Pretty sick. So yeah, this whole area is lit up by these lights if we need to. And looking back at them, cool. That's an awesome view. Have another barrel sitting out here, and here's the fire pit. Nice and hot at night. Can enjoy that with the lights. I mean, that's pretty much how the settlement looks at night. I like the way it turned out. I think I also put some lights on the front of this too. I don't remember if those are there or if I put those there on the front of that tower. Might have been, might have not been. I don't remember.
Yes. If
they weren't, I think I put those lights there. Because, yeah, they kind of shine down on those tables. See how they shine down on those tables up there? That's a cool looking lighting. And look at the shadows as they come in and out of the facility. You can see how well we can see the people coming in and out. We'll know. We will know. Let me do a little flyover here at night. Let me come out here, and there you go. There's a good view of the facility right there. Ooh, in the clouds. At night, yeah, that looks pretty cool, huh? That is the facility. Again, missing walls, missing windows, missing some cool things I had, like the feature in the middle. But that is unfortunate. There's the lights I put on top. It is unfortunate what's missing, but what is here is pretty cool. And in my opinion, I like this build a lot. Let me know what you think below. Give me your comments, your feedback. I look forward to it. Again, this is an older build I did in 2018, 2016 to 2018. And in the future, I'll be doing a new build of this, probably with no mods. This one was done with mods. I will do some builds in the future with no mods. And you can look forward to that. I will have more of these older builds being shown as I go through the Commonwealth and show my older builds. But here you go. I hope you all enjoyed that. If you like what you see here, consider subscribing to the channel. Consider hitting the bell icon, and consider leaving a like on the video. I definitely would appreciate it. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more Fallout 4 settlement build tours. Thank you all for watching.